the second season is intense.
Why do you think it's so intense?
It's because it's hot out, we're practicing, we're working hard. Practice is the same amount of time, plus we all have one goal in mind and one mission, and nobody wants to fail each other.
Everyone's going to show up to play because, no one wants to say goodbye to their seniors, not just our team. That's every team in Division I that gets a chance to play in May. So there's obviously that sense of urgency, and guys are going to try and give it their all for the seniors.
It's about the tough ground balls, drawing tough slides, making sure you're moving the ball to your teammates. It's doing the things that aren't easy to do. And I think that's what would separate our team from other people, would be if we're able to make those tough plays, then we'll put ourselves in a good place to be successful.
The second season is everything. I was watching Coach Matt Donowski Net Karate play when I was a little kid, and having that in front of us and the chance to do that and play there, it's something that's a culmination of a lifelong dream of playing at the highest level.
Their names define the sport of lacrosse at the highest level. 4 programs annually listed among the elite, linked not only by their past success, but by the expectations placed upon them.
So don't, for a second, doubt yourself. Just keep playing.
You have a long way to go, but it's paying attention to the details. How great do you want to be?
Game time. It's in the bag, you better believe it. We all play for one reason, show out dominating this season. It's time. Take that dub with us, so we leaving. You not with us in the streets, and Braveheart turned it up for this season. Game time.
It's the season, 2018. As the calendar turns to May, the hottest team in the country is the Ohio State Buckeyes. Facing steep odds to make the postseason, the Scarlet and Gray have rallied for 3 consecutive victories to close conference play. First against arch-rival Michigan.
The Buckeyes take down the Wolverines, and they've got Big Ten win number 1.
Then at top-ranked Maryland.
Ohio State takes down number 1 Maryland, 12-10.
And finally on senior day in the shoe over Rutgers.
Ohio State wins it at home, and the Buckeyes are headed to Ann Arbor for the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, Big Ten tournament is huge. It's absolutely huge for us. It's everything we work for all year round. We have the summer calls, making sure guys are lifting. We're in here at 6 a.m. in the fall. I mean, it's for that, We haven't been able to capture one as a program so far, so I think we kind of have a chip on our shoulder in that respect. Yeah, I mean, it means everything.
I mean, obviously, the Big Ten is an automatic bid if you went out. So getting there is extremely important. If you're getting to the Big Ten tournament and you're playing well, you're in the right place because you're competing against some of the best teams in the country.
Yet their work is not done. A berth in the Big Ten tournament does not ensure them a spot in the NCAA tournament. They would need a victory against one of the most storied programs in the nation, Johns Hopkins.
4th meeting in 2 years between Johns Hopkins and Ohio State. Expect a knockdown, drag-em-out fight for a spot in the Big Ten championship.
To the face-off X we go. This should be a battle all night long. We're off and running from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
In the early going, the defenses set the tone. Looking for a spark, the Buckeyes turned to a pair of its leaders, Trey LeClaire and Jack Jasinski.
LeClaire settles and fires. He scores! Trey LeClaire.
Number 14 is bringing some heavy heat.
The inside Jasinski sprints it and scores! Jack Jasinski. And then there's some extracurriculars after the tally.
And then Ohio State takes exception. They shove Bruno. Bruno gets it back.
Yet Hopkins was not about to concede anything.
Snapshot score! Inside for Kyle Moore. Against Terafenko. Runs right by him. Fires and scores! Joel Tinney.
He just tattoos the upper portion of the net. Great individual effort, and that is a much-needed goal for Johns Hopkins.
36 seconds remaining in the half. Set play to the interior. Karams in!
Huge goal for Hopkins. Unlucky for Ohio State.
The half would end with Ohio State clinging to a 1-goal advantage. As the game progressed, so too did the intensity.
Danny Jones hog ties the midfielder for the Buckeyes. Buckley ran up his back and pushed him. Cole Williams just took a chunk out of the leg of Borges.
The teams headed into the final period knotted at 4.
Inside score! Finally, Kyle Marr opens up.
Again, Jackson Reed gave the lead to the Buckeyes.
Things get going downhill. The interior score! On the snap, turning the corner, the Buckeyes grab the lead.
But it was a physical play near the Ohio State sidelines that caused things to boil over.
Races away. Brock Turnbaugh covered up on that sideline, crunched out of bounds, and there's a flag that comes down. Turnbaugh still face down.
And we got something going at the penalty box, big time. This is ugly.
This ignites into a brawl as the teams need to be separated.
They are both ejection fouls to each Jones and Feliciano. Wow. Holy smokes, what a turn of events.
Kincannon scampers in, finding Marr right up the gut. Fires, he scores! Kyle Marr!
Deadlocked at 5, the final minutes of the game would decide the Buckeyes' fate.
The Terrapins await the winner of this game, which is 5-5 with the 23 seconds remaining in the fourth. Johns Hopkins will have the ball and a chance for the winning tally. Tinney marches in, feeds one blindly to the crease. It's blocked, it gets away. Follow-up, Kincannon, he scores!
The Hopkins bench erupts. Pinball lacrosse in Ann Arbor.
11.3 to go.
The result was a crushing blow to a team that had come so far.
Long range, stopped by Turnbaugh. He heaves it into the Knights in Ann Arbor. And it is the Blue Jays working through to a Big Ten tournament final against arch-rival Maryland.
Johns Hopkins prevails. But tip your cap to this Ohio State team, especially this defense. That is a stud unit that Nick Myers has on his back line.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating, just being on the losing side of games, that you should have won. You should have won that game, but the win is definitely the ending that we want. But sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Being a competitor, losing's always the worst. It's always terrible. As much as I want to say, you just focus on getting better every day. It does get to you sometimes, but it's definitely frustrating just being as competitive as I am.
Listen, man, a game like that, those things go either way. It's hard, right? The blueprint, the way we live, the way we fight, the way we battle. 3-4 plays, that's a different game, and unfortunately that's the way that one went. Again, we don't know what's in store for us, but we know what we got in this huddle. It's something really special. We're very thankful for it. All right? Boom on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Take the time. You need to see your family's good, and we'll meet in the locker room. All right? Go ahead in there.
And while moments like this make one contemplate what might have been, instead, the final images of a team outside a stadium leaves a fitting impression of what Buckeye lacrosse represents. After 8 months, hundreds of games, and countless battles, just 17 teams remain. Duke's first-round opponent in the NCAA tournament was also the most excited to receive an invitation.
All right, number 4, Duke, taking on Villanova. So that's one of the bubble teams that we certainly thought coming into this might even be on the outside in.
And for the 13-3 Duke Blue Devils, the arrival of the second season is what really mattered. While a group of seniors that includes Tewarton Award finalist Justin Gutterding and goalie Danny Fowler have accomplished much, there's still one missing piece to their resume: a trip to the Final Four.
Yeah, well, it would mean everything. I mean, that would be the culmination of a body of work we've been trying to put together. And it's all right in front of us, and we're really excited for it. That's the goal. That's what we came here to do. That's been the culmination of, for me, it would be 5 years here. And we're just excited to get out and get it going and try to make our run here.
This group has never won anything. We don't have ACC championship. We have one NCAA victory in the tournament. So that's the motivation, really.
The guys are excited to play, and if we get a chance to play in May, that's all you can ask for. To be ACC Player of the Year, it is nice and it's humbling, but it's obviously not what I really want, which is that national championship.
The Blue Devils' number 4 seed is a result of a resilient defense and a high-scoring offense, much of which comes from the father-son duo of John and Matt Danowski. While the senior Danowski sets the tone for the program, it's Matt's experience that makes his teaching so relevant.
Matt, he coaches with the same passion as when he played. So you have to constantly take a look at how do I teach and how do I coach and how do I kind of figure out how to get guys to do the things that seemed easy for me. It's been interesting for me to learn how to bite my tongue and watch them grow.
As the Blue Devils' all-time leading scorer, Matt Danowski's dynamic style led Duke to 3 Final Fours and 2 ACC tournament championships.
I think the players, they respect him for what he's done on what he did here at Duke. Where Matt came from is a little different from where these young men come from. And so I think, it's been a transition for both groups.
And if there's anyone that comes close to matching his achievements, it's number 14, Justin Gutterding.
Gutterding, the lefty finish.
This season, Gutterding became only the 2nd player in Division I history to score 200 career goals.
Justin Gutterding has it dialed in.
It's something he looked to continue against Villanova.
We trust what we've been doing all year. This is bonus time now. This is Koskinen Stadium. This is home game. This is graduation weekend. All right? On behalf of the staff, man, we love you guys. Right? You looked us in the eye and you stepped up every time out. We love you. Let's go.
Duke's offense wasted little time getting started.
Transition, Smith dumps it in front and wide open for the easy goal is Joe Robertson. 22 seconds in, Duke is on the board. Blue Devils working around here, an opportunity for a shot, count it. Scored for Justin Gutterding.
But Villanova was determined to prove they deserved their at-large bid.
Sean Klugh puts them on the board.
Boy, Villanova needed that.
In front of the cage, turning, spinning and shooting for the goal is Kieran Burns. Up top, Saibo, off the turf and through. Villanova has tied it at 3.
The final 10 minutes of the half belonged to the Blue Devils, however.
Montgomery shoots and he scores. Nakai Montgomery. This is Montgomery. Bounce shot scored. Dumps it in front. Gutterding. Wow. Right there. Count it. Gutterding. Again, Robinson. He got him this time and he scores. What a shot. Montgomery looking for his 3rd today. He's got it. Robertson feeds it down low. Count the goal. And it is Brad Smith that puts it through.
This is what the guys play for.
Their 7 unanswered goals gave Duke a comfortable 11-4 halftime advantage, but their focus remained intense.
It's a lot to get there. It's going to take a lot to finish this. Let's go. Yeah. Wear him down again. Get the offensive ball. Go as hard as you can. Please cross. Right? Every time that ball's on the ground, you run through that ground ball. On 3 teams. 1, 2, 3. Go.
In the 3rd quarter, Villanova methodically cut into the lead.
Now Villanova trying to make a comeback here, and a flag comes flying in. Testa as Klugh goes in and scores. Head gets hit at the end. John Klugh, big goal for Villanova.
Possession here for the Wildcats.
It is. McNamara shoots to that go through. It's in. Devin McNamara. 3 goals for Villanova to start this 3rd quarter as they mount the comeback.
But Duke seniors were not about to let their final home game end in defeat.
Walsh comes in and he scores. Finds a cutter. Look at it. Skill again. Still 9:27 to go in this 4th quarter. Smith again. Is it a scoop and a score? Yes, it is. Count it.
And this is it. The season's on the line. You got to give it everything you got. Hustle, smart play, working together. Put your best game on the field.
Brad Smith finds Robertson. He connects. And the onslaught is on here by Duke.
When the dust settled, 4 goals in 34 seconds had given the Blue Devils a commanding lead, punching their ticket to the quarterfinals.
And Villanova unable to make the comeback. And it is Duke that advances to the quarterfinals for the second straight season. 17-11, winners of Villanova here in the first round.
You don't score 7 goals in a row or you don't get 8 in a quarter unless you do some of those other things. And I thought that, we played the game that was in front of us. If you're going to make a run in the tournament, you cannot be a one-man gang. You need a lot of guys who can make plays.
While it was the Blue Devils' youth on display, with freshman Joe Robertson and Nakai Montgomery combining for 7 goals, the day belonged to the seniors.
We said before the game, it's going to be a game of runs, ups and downs. And you guys did a great job. And that's playoff lacrosse. Handling whatever comes your way. It's just going to come your way. It's going to be fine. And it's really, really, really gratifying. All right, to watch the group mature in front of our eyes. And we're going to get better. And our best lacrosse is still ahead of us. All right? We're still going to be better down the road. Now we had a whole week to prepare. We'll play next Sunday at either 12 noon or 2:30 in Annapolis, Maryland. On 3 team. 1, 2, 3.
For the Syracuse Orange, the 2018 season has been both hot and cold.
Solomon, Baldbury, tie game!
Big wins over top opponents, coupled with a few uncharacteristic losses, have them entering the second season as an 8 seed, hosting a first-round tournament game in the Dome against an opponent they know well.
One of the great rivalries in all of college lacrosse set to renew once again in upstate New York. Cornell, champions of the Ivy League tournament, taking on Syracuse, the ACC regular season champs. And these two teams have met 106 times, but just 3 times previously in the NCAA tournament before tonight.
Everything we talk about, the X's and O's, doesn't really matter, fellas. It comes down to head, heart, hustle. If you head, heart, hustle, all the stuff we preached all week, all the defense, it's all gonna fall into place for you. Ground balls, intensity, being together.
Obviously, everyone's goal is the same. Everybody has the same dreams of playing on Memorial Day. And I know it's cliche, everybody says it, but taking it one game at a time, one play at a time, helps a lot.
So the sky's the limit for our team. We're so young. We're so talented up and down the field. I think anybody can play at any given time, and that's really shown in our depth of scoring. And offensively, defensively, throughout the whole field, I think it's really come together nicely, and we got to keep building off of it for sure.
We're just excited to get back on the week after week. We just want to play, and we're going to keep rolling. See where our potential could possibly lead us.
Fear is going to drive us, boys. Fear drives everybody. You shouldn't be afraid of it. You should let it drive you. Let it drive you tonight. You let it drive you to make sure you have another day. To make sure you have another day with your family. You take that fear, you conquer it, you do it one play at a time, and you don't give up on a single second. Let's go, baby. Head on us on 3. 1, 2, 3. Head on hustle.
Final game of the first round, and we're underway. Big ground ball picked up by Syracuse. With the shot to score. Dordovic says, take this.
The first quarter resembled more of a track meet than a lacrosse game.
In front, good look, and a score. Shot, score.
He's got range, can stroke it from 15 and sting some high cheese.
Here's Dordovic right here. Looks like he's got some room. He shoots and scores.
Syracuse's hot start gave them a 3-1 lead, but Cornell's potent offense was equally impressive.
Cooper Telesco now in that second midfield unit. He's going to get free and shoots and scores!
3 consecutive second quarter goals gave Syracuse the momentum.
Cornell gave it away on the clear, and Rafus was right at the right spot. Tripol winds it up and scores!
Cornell is out of sync, and it's happening with their seniors, giving the Syracuse opportunities that should not exist.
The Orange maintained a 7-5 lead at half. But in the second half, things began to tighten up.
Cornell's going to keep it. 37 seconds left to go. In front, Peterson buries it.
This game could very well go to overtime.
Dowiak now thought about shooting, brought it back out. And that's a goal.
It's almost as if the scripts have been flipped.
Picked up by Syracuse. Crowd's really getting into it right now. It's been close throughout. Brendan Curry gets free and scores.
Speed kills.
And with seconds remaining in the period, Cornell would look to tie the game at 8.
Can Cornell respond here on the road, down a goal? 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Licciardi. An opportunity down low. Quick move by Peterson, he scores!
This set up the rivals for a fourth quarter to remember.
Nice interception that time. The ball is free. Madonna comes out to try and get it. And a shot, and a save, and another shot to score! Too many opportunities for the Big Red, and Peterson finally pounced on the loose ball and made him pay. Solomon behind the cage finds this streaking Trimboli. Doesn't stop right in his tracks. Here's Bomber, he scores!
Ice in his veins. Big shot, Bomberry. Watch where they put teeth on the extra man because he's getting shot.
Shot and a score! Colton Rupp gives the Big Red the lead.
Trailing by 1 with just moments remaining, Syracuse's entire season was on the line.
Syracuse is looking for the equalizer first before they can get the game winner. Right now, trailing by a goal, 33.3 remaining. Everybody on their feet. This is Curry to Trimboli. Now Bombery, wide of the cage. Rafis has it. Dodges. Gets to the middle of the field. Takes a shot. Not on cage. Syracuse again wins the race to the end line. 7 seconds remaining. Solomon. Knocked to the ground. We're going to get called here, but the clock is winding down. The officials are calling it. That's it. And Cornell will advance.
It is perhaps the cruelest of realities that a moment of one's greatest joy can be so quickly linked to one's greatest agony.
You saw Brendan Bombery, the senior captain, in his last game here.
But credit Cornell.
For the Syracuse Orange and their seniors, the loss means it's the end of their road. And yet the players on these teams weep not because they lost, but because the game has been etched onto their soul.
Coming here and having an impact was something I always wanted to do, and making memorable moments throughout my career that I can look back on and be like, yeah, I was part of that team. You know, yeah, that happened when we were there.
We say it's more than a game. It really is. We call it a medicine game, and we say that because, you know, it's literally medicine. You know, if I'm playing it and I feel good playing it, nothing else in the world matters. So that, for me, that'd be good medicine. And then we also consider that good medicine for, you know, the people watching who enjoy watching lacrosse, and they have those feelings when they watch lacrosse and how they love it and they're into the game. And we also say, you know, we're playing for the creator.
This is the last kind of hurrah, so to say. So it's, you know, it's surreal. I wake up every day and it's like, this is it.
The season concludes on Memorial Day. Just one of our 4 teams remains.